We are so back. Not that I ever left. You guys keeping track of how amazing this is? I know I am. I am committed to the commitment. I just keep reading random ass books. Go back with another sit down video. I will be so honest with you. I had my doubts about this video. She can't speak. She doesn't know how to speak. I had my doubts about my sit down videos, and then some friends told me that they like my sit down videos, and that was all the motivation I needed to film a sit down video. So here we are with another bookish chat. Get a coffee, get a matcha, get some water because you probably need to hydrate, and let's sit down and talk about books. So today we're doing something I never thought I would be the kind of person to do. That makes sense. That is a book haul. A book haul. So for context, I need there to be context because I don't want you to think that this is normal or this is an everyday occurrence to me to have and own this many new unread books and to acquire this amount of unread books, okay? For context, I went on a trip for my birthday to Edinburgh, the land of bookshops. I got a lot of books. I recently made a very big Waterstones order, pre-orders. The pre-orders have been coming in. It was my actual birthday. Not only did I get books from my friends, from my husband, from relatives. Yeah, that's about it. Like, I got books as gifts because my friends know me so well. They are here before me. And it's just like beautiful. It's a beautiful sight to behold. All my new books. My TBR cart is fuller than it's ever been. She's bursting at the seams. For my comfortability, yes, too full. Because I can't keep up. The mood reader in me does not know logic. The logic is I need to read my physical TBR. And what do? I just keep reading random ass books. Hey ho, we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna do these in like some categories of like what was a gift, what I got in Edinburgh, what's a pre-order. Okay, I think I want to start on pre-orders. So I've had 2 pre-orders come through recently. So the first one we have Starside by Alex Astor. I am so excited about this. So this, if you don't know Alex Astor, she did the Lightlark series. I'm so excited about this because this is her first adult fantasy book, and someone I follow on YouTube and TikTok really liked it, and our book taste is very similar. I trust every word they say, and this has some really fun trials in it. I just think I'm just, like, when I'm in the mood for just, like, a no-nonsense fantasy, this is what I'm going to pick up, and I cannot wait. I really like Alex Astor as an author, so I think this is going to really hit. Book 1, Starside by Alex Astor. Book 2, this literally came 2 days ago, and this is a sequel. Oh my gosh. Just looking at it, I'm just so excited. This is The Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. So the first book in this series was called The Rose Bargain, which I read about this time last year, and I absolutely just loved. It is basically if you took The Cruel Prince, The Selection, and Bridgerton, and you made a fantasy book, that's what it would be. Essentially, book 1 left on quite a big cliffhanger. I really cannot wait to pick this up and read this. And it's just a fun read. Like, it's just like not that deep. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be fun and chaotic. And I can't wait to see what happens. This is our second book in our book haul. Are you guys keeping track of how amazing this is? I know I am. I bought the first book in this series, and then my friend kindly gave me the second and third. So now I have the complete series that I haven't even read the first book of, but I know, like, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind that I will read it. And that is Crescent City. I bought the first one for myself from Waterstones the day that Sarah J. Maas announcement came out because I just was really excited about it. And then my friend had just like the right idea to get me the second and third one. So I'm so excited. This is my summer plans. This is what I'm doing this summer. I am reading like nobody's business, and I'm reading Crescent City. These books are big. These books are a commitment, but you know what? I am committed to the commitment, and I cannot wait to read these 3 books. If these are not read by October, I'm not allowed to read ACOTAR, the new ACOTAR. So hold me accountable to that. I'm just going to show you. So that's 1, 2, wow. So honestly, I really need to get on it because I have that series to read, need to do my ACOTAR reread, which I've not even started, and I need to finish Throne of Glass. I'm crushing out. Okay, guys. So, guys, I honestly, please don't come at me if I don't know if I got this order right, but we're just going with it. I know I got the first one right, but I don't know the second or third one, and I can't figure it out right now. That is Once Upon a Broken Heart. How gorgeous. This cover used to be pink, and they changed it, and I love what they changed it to. So I don't know if this is the second one. I'm going to find out. Someone's going to tell me. I'm going to tell myself. And the third one. I am so excited about these. I've been wanting to read this series for so long, and I'm just excited to own all of them. And to the friend that got them for me, I owe you my life, because I wouldn't even think to get this for myself. Because it always feels like really silly to buy 3 books at once, but when you get given them, it makes a lot of sense. 6, 7, 8. 8 books so far. Okay, in the vein of birthday books, I got another hardback of a fantasy book that I've heard amazing things about, and that is Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen. If you don't know who this author is, she also writes YA under a different name, which is Laura Stephen, and she wrote the book Our Infinite Fates, which I did really like. I'm intrigued by this fantasy book because I've heard the magic system is amazing. It's kind of based on like pleasure and pain. And the idea of that just sounds really interesting. And I feel like it's underhyped. Like, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, and that makes me very intrigued. And it feels like something I'm really going to enjoy. So I cannot wait to dive into this, and I will keep you updated when I plan on reading this. Hopefully soon, but I have 1,000 other books to read. This is a new release and a book that was on my wish list, and that is Just Friends by Haley Pham. I was really intrigued to pick up her book because she's obviously, this is her debut novel. She's originally a YouTuber, content creator, and I just thought it was so cool that she went and pursued her dreams of writing, and I know she is a big fan of Emily Henry, like, who else? Vari McFarland, like all those writers, so I like them too, so I feel like this is going to be a really enjoyable read. It's quite a short book, so I imagine I will probably read this, like, not that I'm going on a vacation anytime soon. I've had a lot of time off recently, so I'm definitely not going on vacation anytime soon. But I don't know, if I'm like, have a weekend where I'm just in the sun at the park or by a body of water, who knows where I'll end up. But this definitely feels like a summer read, and I think that's partly because of the cover that I feel that. I think it's going to be a really fun, cute, enjoyable read. I got this book from my friend, which is called Female Fantasy. Look at that. Look at that. Such a cool cover to me. This book sounds hilarious. Basically, this is about this girl who basically is sick of dating and basically decides to set out. She basically learns that one of her favorite male characters, so a character from a book, is based on a real person that the author knows in real life. So she basically sets out to find that person. This sounds hilarious, and this sounds so funny and such a fun summer read, I feel like. And so on the back it says all is fair in love and lore, and I just think that's just a good omen for a book, so I'm so excited to read that. The same friend also got me Dance of Thieves, and I will be so honest with you, I have no idea what this is about, but I'm very intrigued. Dance of Thieves, basically what she said to me is this was one of the first books she read after she picked up ACOTAR, when she was first getting into fantasy, and it's one of her, like, a really strong read, so it's one of her favorite reads, so I feel like that's like all I really need to know going into this. And I've read the back and I don't really understand what it's about, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to read it. I'm definitely going to read it. That's a cool cover, isn't it? Last but not least, let's go into some of the books that I got in Edinburgh, and I realized there's one I put on my shelf. Okay, so I got 2 books that I have already read, but one of them I want to reread, and one of them, I might reread at some point, and that is Two Twisted Crowns and 7 Year Slip. Look, I just love this series, this duology. Like, if you've not read this, 10 out of 10, honestly. I loved it so much, and I cannot wait for Rachel Gillig's new release in September. Basically, I got 7 Year Slip because it was one of the first books I read when I first started getting back into reading a couple years ago, and I've never owned it, and I just remember really loving it, and I just really like the cover, so I decided to get it, and I'm going to try and do a reread of this summer. We shall see. And I got 2 Twisted Crowns because, again, I read it, didn't own it, but owned the first one. So now I'm excited that I have the full duology. So slay to that. Then I picked up Silver Elite by Danny Francis. This is, again, guys, this is a cool cover to me. I prefer this white background to the original black background I had on the hardback. This is a dystopian fantasy. So that's not really something I've read a lot of before, hence why I was intrigued by it. And there was a lot of like discussion around this book last year, and good and bad, I feel like. And I just feel like I want to decide for myself how I feel about it. I'm just excited to have this, and I will let you know how I find it. This is another new release that I hadn't pre-ordered, but kind of knew was coming out. This author I really like I've read 2 books of hers, and one of them I really liked. Second one, kind of liked. So I'm kind of going to give her, this is her 3rd chance to really wow me if I continue reading her books. If you like Abby Jimenez, Tara Dewitt, Emily Henry, then I think you'll like it. And that is Carabas Stone, and this is called No Matter What. So I am really excited about this. This is a second chance or like marriage in crisis romance story. And what I know from her last 2 books, so the one I really liked was Ready or Not. The one I didn't love as much was Promise Me Sunshine, but it still was really good. Her books really pack a punch in terms of like emotional depth. So if you're craving a romance that isn't just like bland and boring and the same kind of tropey vibes that all the other books you've read, then I would definitely try and pick up one of her books. And this is like such a short read. I feel like I could read this like so fast. So then we have 2 books left. I've lost count. Guys, I was counting and now I'm not counting. Should I count now? I'll count at the end. Okay, then we picked up Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. This cover, oh, I know I keep saying this, but this one, honestly, wait, guys, this is so similar to, why is this like this similar? Am I just imagining that? That's so similar, right? That's so similar. I don't really know a lot about this book either, but I've been seeing it everywhere and very intrigued by it. Similar to like Silver Elite, either people love it or people like, seems to be mixed opinions. But all I know is that she basically has to go undercover. Stay tuned on what that is like. I've heard it's really good. We have another fantasy book. Feels like that's a theme. And that is A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. Again, this creator that I follow talked loads about this. This whole series is on Kindle Unlimited, which was where I saw it and like saw things about it. And this is like another classic like half fae, like fae worlds fantasy. And I'm pretty sure it is also a romance. But yeah, basically it's a fae fantasy, and I think like ever since I read Quicksilver earlier this year, I've been craving something like that too. So again, this cover I think is really cool. The rest looks similar to this, so that makes me really excited. This is me starting another series, like as if I need to read another series. Oh my gosh, girl. I've heard a lot of good things about this. Like I've heard only good things about this series, so I'm gonna read this ASAP, and if I like it, I'm gonna buy the rest of it. I have too many books. So that is my final haul, guys. There's so many books that I'm so excited to read. I feel like I said the word excited 45,000 times, but let's do a final count of how many books I got and see if I can hold them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't even see them. 8, 9, 10. Why did I leave the hardbacks to last? 13, 14, 15. Why did I leave Crescent City to last? Am I okay? 16, 17, 18. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Oh my god, the books are gonna fall.